Hello everyone, we are the Group 1 and welcome to Educ Talk!
Such as the prefrontal cortex, and memory, such as the hippocampus. Children whose brains have been altered by adverse childhood experience are more likely to become adults who overact to even minor stressors. Children's brains are overflowing with neurons and synaptic connections. Their brains are hard at work trying to make sense of the world around them.
So you say that children who experience a traumatic or adverse childhood experience are more prone in depression, or a person who easily get anxious or get frustrated, Have you ever experienced traumatic events back then during your childhood days? Can you share us, Miss Victoria Lynn?
Yes, I was 7 years old that time. I was involved in an accident that nearly killed me. I was cut by galvanized iron on my wrist. I have a serious trauma there, and whenever I see a galvanized iron, I really go away with it. I've been carrying trauma that there until now.
Oh my God. I hope you cope up that. Okay, let's move on to Miss Lourdes Galan. It's your turn. How it is possible for our genetics to influence our environment and our environment to influence our genetics?
Yes, ma'am, it is possible because genes is not only the study of our genes, but it includes the traits that can be passed from one to another. It is possible to genetics to influence the environment due to the fact it carries the information, even the appearance and the personality that essential in the environment. We live in our environment directly influence us. It is one of the big factor that influence. Environment can also influence our genetics on how would us adopt the traits, personality, even the appearance that the genes have.
Indeed, Miss Lourdes. Actually, Based on skeletal website by Nature Education, the expression of genes in an organism can be influenced by the environment, including the external world in which the organism is located or develops, as well as the organism's internal world, which includes such as factor of hormones and metabolism. Let's move on to Ms. Jonalyn Eason. Here's the question. Do you believe that if the parents are smart, their offspring will be smart too?
I think it depends. Because if the parents are smart, chances are the child will be smart. And also if a child is smart, chances, and if your parents aren't smart, you can still become smart through hard work and study. So people aren't born smart. People learn how to work with what they've got and become smart as a result.
I would ask who's in your parents are smart. Just kidding. For the last question, Miss Eliza Journaling, the table is yours. Here's the question. Why is the 13 disability categories matters when planning a reading intervention?
So, the 13th disability categories matter when planning and reading interventions. Students identified may exhibit reading difficulties, but their instructional needs could be quite different. For example, a student who is deaf will need visual cueing system for learning phonics, but a student with ADD will need a greater emphasis on self-regulations. Even within a given disability category, such as SLD, there are differences in the types of reading difficulties that students experience. They may have a problem with just decoding or just comprehension, or combinations of decoding and comprehension difficulties. It would be unexpected for students with SLD to struggle with decoding and or comprehension given that they may exhibit typical performance in other areas or mathematics and have intelligence in the normal range, whereas students with ID have cognitive limitations that more readily would lead teachers to anticipate literacy difficulties.
Oh, I was so surprised in all your answer. Everyone are totally prepared in this afternoon, and I totally appreciate your acceptance in this session. So it's time to say goodbye. See you to the next Friday noon, only here in Educ. Bye!
Okay, goodbye. Thank you.